I guess this is the future. This is where we're gonna be in the next couple of years because hey, everybody's doing this virtual showcase thing, and MSI have a very, very cool one for CES. Maybe, do you think E3 and CES are gonna potentially die? Alright, so MSI have launched their very own virtual CES showcase called the MSI-Verse. And I know what you're thinking, but it's pretty awesome. It's probably gonna be the start of what we know of in the future as Web 3.0, and I think that's kind of like a taste of what it's gonna look like. And it's starting off in 2022, and it's a trend that I'm probably gonna get behind, you know? I think it's really cool that a lot of people are doing these virtual showcases for many different reasons. Accessibility, being able to do these showcases in your own time, not necessarily having to fly everywhere around the world, and in a virtual setting you can do whatever you want. But probably one of the coolest things that MSI are doing in this particular showcase is that you can win prizes just by exploring the MSI-Verse. Before we start, this video was sponsored by MSI. You can win one of 20 Steam codes, an MSI Lucky Pack, MSI peripheral hardware, a motherboard, a monitor, or an MSI Modern 14 simply by taking a tour in the MSI-Verse. Interacting with the different virtual displays, playing the games, and watching the streams will earn you points and put you on a leaderboard. MSI will randomly pick out the winners from the eligible participants on the 9th of February 2022. So enjoy exploring all the announcements that we're going to be chatting about in the rest of this video. MSI have been compartmentalizing their ranges into 3 categories over the past couple of years: their elite, creator, and gaming ranges. I'm not going to cover every single detail. This video is just going to be an overview of what I found interesting inside the MSI-Verse experience, but you're welcome to explore it on your own. And I would like to start with gaming. First, let's take a look at the notebook, starting with the MSI Stealth range. The MSI Stealth machines are famous for their understated design. I think this trend is going to be sticking around in 2022. Instead of wild amounts of crazy RGB, which, I mean, that was the trend a couple of years ago. Remember, everybody had Christmas trees in their rooms. I mean, we still want RGB, we want lights, but we just want it, you know, a little bit more adult and toned down. So it's a trend that I can get behind. So both the GS77 and GS66 are designed with gamers that use their machines for business as well, but you want some power under the hood. They're unassuming, and they've got quite a big upgrade. They've got 12th gen Intel Core i9 processors and RTX 30 series GPUs. So they're sometimes as powerful as some desktop machines. If something with a little bit more flash then is something up your alley, then I think you're going to be more interested in MSI's Raider GE76. That's where the party's at for you. We're talking about probably the best specs on a gaming notebook in a very long time. 360 Hz displays, and also packing a 12th gen Intel Core i9, 30 series GPUs, and if you're looking for RGB lighting, MSI have kept that iconic RGB strip that's integrated into the chassis on the front of the unit. It is tasteful, it looks really cool, and I like what they're doing. It's not all over the show. It's a very, very nice rig. A more in-between unit that looks just as sick is the MSI CROSSHAIR 15 Rainbow Six Extraction Edition. Hardware-wise, it goes up to a 3070, has Cooler Boost 5 with dual fans, has a QHD 165Hz display, but its real draw card is for fans of Rainbow Six who want the chassis design, that limited look, you know, that special edition. It's extraction themed with the yellow and black, which looks cool in and of itself, but honestly, I don't think that most people will care unless they're fans of the game. It's got great internals though, so depending on your price point that you are capable of affording, maybe you want to get this and save some money over the Raider. On the GPU side of things, MSI introduced a range of GPUs called the Supreme X, or Supreme X. Don't know, I think it's Supreme X, which has much better cooling control through cooling pads, Torx Fan 4.0, and Trifrozer 2. These cooling technologies bring together everything that MSI has learned over the years into what they feel is the best built-in cooling solution for your GPU today in 2022. We'll see how it performs, but historically, MSI GPUs are extremely high quality. That's if you could find one in stock. They also showed off an M.2 drive called the Spatium, or Spatium, M480, which is a 2TB M2 drive compatible with the PlayStation 5, a streaming microphone, and some new peripherals that you can check out for yourself on the MSI experience. Another gaming announcement worth talking about is the MSI Aegis Ti5. I'm not sure this is coming to South Africa, unfortunately, but it's super impressive. It's a wild custom designed chassis that has a dial on the front and the water cooling installed underneath it like an exhaust pipe. It just, just shoots out there or brings it in. Probably pulling in, right? Extracting the air up the top. With the dial on top, you can change a couple of settings on the machine. And to maximize cooling, they have separate chambers for different components. And the dial on the front also has like an LCD display that allows you to toggle what mode the PC is in, which is very cool. I'm glad they've done something like this. I'm hoping there's gonna be some kind of awesome customization. Maybe you can change what's on that display, or it's integrated with MSI Center, which I use a fair amount to change the lights in my studio. So I'd like to see what they do with that. Also in the gaming center is the Meg Prospect 700R case with a touch display on the front, which I think is super impressive. This is a cool trend. People, let's stick to this. Let's make some cool, like interactive, just don't have lights, make it interactive. I want to see what that's capable of doing. And it's also worth checking out the Tomahawk B660 Wi-Fi Mobo that's compatible with Wi-Fi 6. Let's move on to the creator stuff. This range from MSI is built with creators in mind. I'm a creator, you might be a creator, so whether you're a photographer, you're a YouTuber, or whether you're a filmmaker, this range is made to accommodate you or me, us people that make things. All the notebooks follow the golden rule aspect ratio like they did last year, which is 16:10 instead of 16:9, which is the Fibonacci spiral size. So it's apparently more like creative or better looking, or like the perfect size or something. But look, I'm not sure, but what that all means, but like a bigger screen is great for illustration and design. Just having a little bit more space to work in is really cool. It's your canvas, it's your platform. The Creator Z17 is a 17-inch creator notebook with these specs and a little bit more. It's got a touch screen that's compatible with a stylus and a true pixel display for creative work like Photoshop, DaVinci Resolve, and Premiere Pro. So you're getting vibrant, accurate colors, which makes it much easier to work with, and confidence when you hand over your work to a client. Or when you're editing a video like this and putting it on YouTube, it looks the way you think it should look. It's also the world's first 17-inch notebook with pen and touch support. Big ups to MSI for that. 17 inches is quite a nice size to draw on. If you're looking for something a little smaller than 17 inches, the Z16P and Z16 are the units made with you in mind. They've got up to a 3080 Ti and a 50% bigger touchpad on them, which is, I like a bigger touchpad. I think more notebooks should have like big touchpads that are just easy to access. I wish it was on more of their machines across the range. Then lastly, in the creator department, we've got a sleek desktop PC called the Creator P50. This is a standalone tower PC that's minimally designed with a gold trimming. It's like white with gold like fixtures on it. It kind of looks like a console, but instead of games, we're playing Photoshop. It's got Thunderbolt 4, Wi-Fi 6E, and it can be laid on its side, just like a console, as opposed to standing upright, so you can do some cool things on your desk, hide it on a desk, put it on a shelf, whatever the case. It's made to be upgraded so you can choose the internal components, and I'm not sure when this makes its way to South Africa, or even if it's going to come to South Africa, but I really have a sweet spot for these purpose-built rigs. I actually think that there's a huge gap in the market for bringing powerful built rigs that you just need for your creative work that you can just put out there. I think that's something that we need to see more of. Moving on to the elite side of things, the range MSI have made for working professionals. There's been a new couple of cool new changes that they've done. The Modern series is actually super cool, the Modern and Prestige series, because they're kind of like the go-to workstation for just if you need to do everyday work, and they come in a really cool range of colors. There's baby pink and blue, white, gray, black, and even peach. These are some of my favorite looking machines. In fact, I think they are my favorite looking machines that MSI had at CES 2022. I actually own a pink Prestige 14, so I'm just excited to see where this range goes. They're extremely well built machines, and to have a Windows 11 machine that you can take to work or to school and have it being extremely competent is really cool. There's also the Summit E16 Flip Evo, one of the most functional all-rounder machines in MSI's lineup. The screen folds all the way around the back to it like a tablet style, and it's compatible with a stylus, so you can draw on it and it also follows that golden ratio 16:10 aspect ratio rule thing. It only comes in a black model with gold finishes. I just wish there were more color options in the modern and prestige ranges, and of course the Creator P50 tower. Like, I just want, you know, I want to express myself a little bit with some colors. And the last product that we're going to be chatting about in this particular video is the MSI Modern DM10. It's another standalone desktop PC that looks like a console but doesn't quite have the flair of the Creator P50. It's a little bit smaller, and it looks like more of a professional PC tower that you'd install in an office, or if you need a no-fuss, reliable Windows-based PC for your workflow. It's got all the ports that you are going to probably need for work, plus a small 1.5 liter form factor, so you can stick it on your desk, save some space, you can clear up your workstation, glue it to the ceiling. Don't do that, but it's small enough to get your work done and hide it away. So which one of these announcements, like if you could really, like literally take one of these products home today, would you take home? Like, which one of them? I'm pretty impressed with the presentation that MSI was able to achieve with the MSI-Verse, actually, and I'm really excited for the future of this. I'm also really impressed with their product ranges and what it means for us as people, creatives and gamers that work on PCs all the time. Like, I love that they're thinking about us. I'm seriously happy that they're considering us and thinking about us and building products for us. Enjoy snooping around the MSI-Verse, and I'm gonna see you guys in this video. I'm not going anywhere. Only you can go. You can go here.